The Cyclops is a player-controlled submarine that is by far the best and most advanced means of deep-sea exploration in Subnautica. It has an impressive amount of storage, it can be rigged for silent running, and it can act as a mobile base that can be outfitted with furniture and utilities using the Habitat Builder. It also has docking space for your Seamoth or prawn suit, and it can be modified with a range of upgrades that help to protect the vehicle against fauna and improve its hull integrity for deeper exploration. Without any upgrade modules, the Cyclops can delve to a depth of 500 metres, which can be upgraded to an impressive maximum depth of 1700 metres with the Mk3 Cyclops depth module installed. Due to how liberating this method of transportation can be, the Cyclops is by no means easy to craft. There is a complex crafting tree whereby you must metaphorically follow the branches in order to end up with the final resource you need. Anyways, let's get straight to it. I'm Heather at Amalgamingle, and this is my simple guide on how to craft the Cyclops Submarine in Subnautica.
Engine powering up.
Since you are here, it's safe to assume that you are a few hours into your playthrough now, and have become fairly well versed in the crafting process. Either that or you're here out of pure curiosity, and that's fine too. If you are currently playing, by now you should have access to the Seamoth submersible and mobile vehicle bay and are looking for a means to explore further and deeper. If you don't have a Seamoth yet, then it is best to look into crafting this first, since the Cyclops is more advanced. The Cyclops blueprint can be gained from scanning 3 different sets of fragments, each contributing to one aspect of the Cyclops, and are shown in the PDA as separate components. There's the Cyclops hull fragments, engine fragments, and bridge fragments. All of these fragment sets can be found near the crash zone in the northeastern mushroom forest, near the front of the Aurora, and the Sea Treader's Path biome located southwest of Lifepod 5, an area unmistakable due to the presence of herding Sea Treader leviathans that are defensive but not hostile unless provoked. You can also find fragments on Mountain Island, which is a large island shrouded in fog that can be found 1,000 metres northwest of the Aurora wreck, the coordinates of which can be gained from the sunbeam. Once you unlock the Cyclops blueprint, you can view what resources you need to craft it from the mobile vehicle bay, and pin it to your HUD to keep track of your progress. You will need 3 plasteel ingots, 3 enamelled glass, lubricant, an advanced wiring kit, and 3 lead. Lead is fairly easy to come by, and lubricant is created from creepvine seed clusters harvested from creepvine. The trouble starts when you begin looking into how to get the plasteel ingot, enamelled glass, and advanced wiring kit. So let's start with plasteel ingots. These can only be crafted after completing the Seamoth, prawn suit, or Cyclops blueprints, and you will need titanium ingot and 2 lithium to craft it. A titanium ingot can be created in the fabricator using 10 titanium, which can be found everywhere in great abundance, but lithium is a little rarer to come by. Lithium can be gained from shale outcrop harvesting nodes that can be found in almost every biome, except for the safe shallows, kelp forest, and grassy plateaus. The deep sparse reef area near Officer Keen's life pod is a reliable place to farm lithium. Now that you have your titanium ingot and lithium, you can craft the plasteel ingot needed for the Cyclops. Pro tip, be sure to pocket as much lithium as you can. Lithium is also needed to craft several modules for the Seamoth, prawn suit, and Cyclops vehicles. It is also used at the modification station to craft the ultra high capacity tank and ultra glide fins. Next, let's focus on creating enamelled glass, the blueprint for which is unlocked after the player either picks up a stalker tooth or acquires the blueprint for either the Cyclops or the observatory. To create enamelled glass, you will need some regular glass, which can be made from 2 quartz, and a stalker tooth. Quartz can be found all over, so you likely already have a healthy supply, but if not, it can be found on the seabed of most biomes and in most caves. The stalker tooth is where it gets kind of annoying. Stalkers are an aggressive species of fauna that mostly populate the kelp forest, which is a biome characterised by its green water and the abundance of creepvines. Stalkers have a fondness for metal salvage and can be seen picking up the salvage and placing them in piles. Whilst doing this activity, stalkers can sometimes drop a tooth, which you can then collect and use in crafting. It is not possible to obtain stalker teeth by killing stalkers, but a good method for gaining stalker teeth is to entice stalkers by dropping metal salvage near them and then waiting for a tooth to be lost as they go about their business, swimming back and forth moving metal salvage. Although stalker teeth are difficult to see if they are already on the ground, since they are a similar colour to the seabed, you can tell if a stalker tooth has been dropped due to a bone cracking sound. Now you have your glass and stalker tooth needed to create enamelled glass for use in constructing the Cyclops. Don't forget that you need to create 3 enamelled glass for the Cyclops, so make sure you grab more than 1 stalker tooth. Note that enamelled glass is also used in the construction of the prawn suit, observatory, and when crafting 2 Seamoth upgrade modules. Now we have 4 of the 5 materials needed to craft the Cyclops. All that's left is the advanced wiring kit, which requires a normal wiring kit, 2 gold, and a computer chip to craft. It sounds simple, but the advanced wiring kit is perhaps the hardest ingredient needed to craft the Cyclops. This is largely due to the scarcity of gold, which is not only needed for an individual component to make the advanced wiring kit, but it's also needed to create the computer chip for the advanced wiring kit. Gold has a 30% chance of being produced from shale outcrops and a 25% chance of being harvested from sandstone outcrops. Which sounds like a lot, but more often than not you will likely get lithium or diamond from the rarer shale outcrops and lead and silver from sandstone outcrops that are found all over, especially in the safe shallows caves. You literally just have to keep trying. I have had great luck finding gold from shale outcrops when on land too, so make sure you keep a lookout or utilise your scanner room. Now that headache's out of the way, you can craft the advanced wiring kit, and you have everything you need to craft the Cyclops Submarine. Time to head back to your mobile vehicle bay and watch it be constructed before your eyes. You can get inside the Cyclops from the dive chamber located underneath at the bow of the keel or via the docking bay when piloting the Seamoth or prawn suit. Have a walk around the interior and take it for a spin. It's a good idea to get to know the Cyclops layout, capabilities and handling because you'll spend a lot of time here, rather than at any static base you have made due to its convenience. Note that if you're playing on console like myself, then you can make the Cyclops descend or ascend by holding the L and R buttons rather than using the directional sticks or D-pad. The Cyclops is built with a full set of 6 standard power cells that will deplete and need recharging, like normal power cells, so my first port of call if I was you would be to construct a power cell charger inside the Cyclops so you can swap out power cells at your convenience. Furthermore, the Cyclops can be customised using the onboard fabricator located in the engine room. Any upgrades can be installed into 6 slots of a panel in the engine room, and I would next set my sights on improving the Cyclops' hull integrity. This can be done by crafting the MK1, MK2, then the MK3 depth modules. Anyway, that's how you construct a Cyclops submarine. I hope this video has helped, but do let me know in the comments if you have any questions. I've been Heather at Amalgamingle and thank you very much for watching.